Hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on January 20th, 2025. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet, and welcome to the Daily Do, giving you your space weather update, as well as earthquakes, volcanoes, and world weather. And we always start out here looking at our sun for the past 48 hours, brought to you by Solar Dynamics Observatory, mixed with Daily Events Worldwide, observing two large plasma filaments dancing around the surface, and as well multiple sunspot regions, and a couple of them are very large in size and multiplicity. Having a look at 171 angstroms outgoing coronal hole, which increased our solar winds throughout the last few days over 600 kilometers per second. They've been sustained over 500 for the past few days. Incoming coronal hole wind stream was forecasted here with Daily Events Worldwide. Having a look at the sunspot regions in motion, and this is the sunspot region I was talking about as it has grown in size. Multiple sunspots involved with that sunspot region, 3961. And it does have a familiarity to the Carrington event sunspot region, which I've shown here a few times before. If you haven't seen that video, please check it out. Stay aware, prepared, and stay tuned to Daily Events Worldwide. We'll keep you updated. Current space weather conditions, there are none to speak of, but the solar winds are coming in at 602 kilometers per second right now. Also notable is the solar flux, which is coming in at 230. We're in a strong C flare range and have been for the past 48 hours, but no major solar flares to talk about. One minor M class. The last 2 days, geomagnetic activity went up to a KP4 throughout the day today, thanks to the coronal hole wind stream, which is visible here. Space Weather Prediction Center, that big red blob in the bottom diagram there, and not showing any new coronal mass ejections. Tonight's aurora view line versus tomorrow. There were some spectacular photos and auroras last night being shared on Facebook. If you haven't found me on Facebook, please check out the links in the description. ISWA Space Prediction Spiral hasn't updated in 2 days. Having a look here at our solar winds hitting our planet. Left-hand side being solar wind speeds. Right-hand side showing the pressure that our planet is under when it's being hit by 602 kilometer per second solar winds. Amazing times to be alive, everybody, and I'm grateful to have you aboard. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up. Having a look here at LASCO 3, showing the last 3 days of imagery. Cosmic energies leaving our sun. No major coronal mass ejections, as we can see here. Nothing has really shot off since the 17th of January. Some very large, active sunspot regions. Earth facing right now, and there are more to come with solar cycle 25, a maximum, which is going to last upwards of 11 years, and welcome aboard. Now let's get to earthquakes past 24 hours, increasing seismicity here up into the Pacific Northwest. Washington, we don't report earthquakes there often, but northwest regions of the United States are under pressure right now. Even Montana there, August, Montana. Notable seismicity here, the Virgin Islands, 3.8, but very quiet for the Caribbean plate. 5.3 earthquake, Nazca plate, still very quiet. South America as well. Another earthquake reported here, African plate, Ethiopia, 4.4. Earthquakes continuing, Tibet region, after that really large earthquake a couple weeks ago. And as well, Nicobar Islands, 5.3. And here's our largest earthquake the past 24 hours, 6.0 earthquake, Taiwan. And as well, pretty deep earthquake here, northern Philippines. And quiet through our normally earthquake-prone region for deep earthquakes in Fiji. Nothing to report for deep earthquakes. And that's the last 2 days. So, something's brewing. Stay aware and prepared. You live in an earthquake-prone zone. Just have a plan and be ready. That's what this is all about. Hashtag no fear here. Just aware and prepared. Having a look at the last 7 days for shakers and movers across the world. Again, I want to take a quick moment to thank you all for watching. Please, if you like and enjoy all this information shared and you think your family member or a friend will too, like and share today. Now let's have a look at our air quality forecast brought to you by windy.com and as well our 72 active and erupting volcanoes. Still big plumes coming out of Hawaii and that big smog blob coming out of China, eastern Russia. Volcanic activity is now sweeping across the North Pacific. And there it is again, and as well notable volcanic activity, New Caledonia, and notable sulfur emissions coming out of parts of Iran. Very old volcanic range is waking up. Big plume coming out of South America around the Reventador volcano, and as well plumes still spewing out of Central Africa, with the now active and erupting 5 volcanoes on the continent. Now let's have a look at world weather. Big systems moving across the Atlantic into Europe this week. One of them coming out of the Gulf of America. And that's going to be heading towards Ireland in the long-range forecast here. Let's have a focus on North America and Europe. Blizzard-like conditions for Atlantic provinces, and then a low-pressure system comes out of the Gulf of America, heading across the North Atlantic, beaming right for Ireland as it looks like it could have some tropical storm winds. Multiple systems moving in throughout the United Kingdom all week long. So stormy Europe, dry and cold North America, Eastern Canada, snowy, windy, blizzard-like conditions. Carrying on here, overlooking Africa and South America. Stormy conditions continuing as low-pressure systems build South America and as well South Africa. I had warned a few nights ago that this rain is going to continue. Watch for lots of hail conditions through Argentina. Long-range forecast, watch for these possible cyclones to merge in a very turbulent southern hemisphere. Overlooking Australia, New Zealand, Southeast Asia. That cyclone really just grazed the shorelines of Northwestern Territory of Australia. Watch for a storm here to develop. Possible cyclone conditions for New Zealand. And then long-range forecast, watch for very stormy conditions as multiple low-pressure systems linger around northern parts of the Australian continent. And as well, watch a very strong and turbulent, moisture-packed low-pressure system affecting the Hawaiian Islands for the long range, heading through the Pacific, smashing into that huge high-pressure ridge on the west coast of North America. Amazing times to be alive, everybody. And I want to thank you. It's amazing. I never thought that I would be close to having almost 100,000 followers on YouTube, but I do, and that's thanks to you. So thanks for all the love and support. Left to here looking at the Northern Pacific, as eventually that high-pressure ridge is going to bust out, and these cold temperatures are going to keep fueling around the planet early into winter right now. Let's have a look at our upper-level winds, which depict our polar vortex, which is our winter driver, the engine for winter. And it is strong and prevalent right now. Upper-level winds coming in at 357 kilometers per hour. Very fast. Extremely cold air fueling across the North American continent, minus 30 to minus 50 across the Canadian prairies. Now it's going to dip as far south as Florida for the long range. So watch for falling iguanas. Stay warm out there, everybody. This is a look at our southern hemisphere versus the northern during our polar vortex for 2025 during solar cycle 25, the solar maximum. Welcome aboard. amazing journey. Thanks for watching. Stay aware, prepared, stay young and have fun, and get your daily dew. Bye-bye now.